Monster. There's your 2-pound male fish. Oh, wow. Holy cow. What a big old male.
I can almost see that bobber dancing, so I'll just dream, keep on being the way I am.
All I do, these reels, is just away from you to loosen it, all the way to you to tight to be tight. Anytime you're making a presentation, you're right here. Jigs on the end of your rod. We'll be going around stuff, but I mean, I'll drop it in to wherever we're at where we're gonna start fishing, and drop slack in it like that, and just pick it up, because then most of the time I'm fishing right there, and it's gonna put me about 2 to 3 inches above bottom.
Our fish snatches, you just backing out with it with all the trees, and
you can't set the hook, obviously, right? So you're all the way back in here, and you drop it, wham! As soon as you drop it, if there's one there that's gonna smoke it, you suck him to your rod tip and just try to drag him out. Hold your line like this. Get it, like literally, it's just like this. Straight to your rod and start scooting behind you. Grab your
line,
or you can let him go and then grab your rod, however you want to do it. It's like 2 big scoots. You can get a hold of this, suck him right here, and get a hold of him. So don't worry about like scratching none of this shit or nothing like that. And everything floats, right? So we just go with it.
So we're going here.
Yo, you old lefty.
Yeah.
Okay.
I sure am.
Okay. See? All right, so we're gonna walk through the woods here to get in this pond. There's some bigger, deeper trees.
Is there any deep drop-offs or holes I need to worry about?
No, this is completely safe. It's bring beginners.
Oh, okay.
It's a very controlled environment.
Heel toe. Heel toe.
Yeah, just keep kind of an athletic stance about you. These bushes that you're starting to come up to, any of them can have fish. At times, like these poplar trees, when they're, see where the water was on them?
Yep.
The white above the dark is where the water was, and I was catching fish off of them when it was there.
So when you see like sticks moving, do you target any of that, like right there?
Right now, if you see that, it's probably not going to be crappie. It's probably going to be doo-doo fish, gar.
Now, are they going to be usually in the tree?
You never. So I'll start right there, and I'll make a few drops as I go in, and just start picking.
How deep are we in right here about?
The water will be about as deep as our knees are, most likely.
But the fish
will be way shallower. So just drop it like wherever you're going to start to make a presentation. Drop it in there, let it hit bottom. Drop your rod tip down and start picking up slack until it pulls tight right there above the water to your rod tip. And then you can kind of see how deep you are. And then that's where you're going to fish. You lock down right there, and then most everything you cover after that will be, that deep.
Got one?
I'm talking about pounded on
Let's see what you got. All right. Where, oh, where can these crappie be? Oh, I screwed that up. I didn't listen. Should have slid it to me. See? Old habits die hard. Pull it, pull it, pull it, I guess. I'll get it.
My man. Nice white fish. Got it, babe. Yeah. Prepare your rod tip when you hit it.
Yeah.
They're knocking the fire out. So what, sucking them to the end of your rod does two things, right? It gets their leverage gone because they don't have 12 inches of line to run
Right.
them with, and it gives you complete control. Let's just suck them out of there initially.
That's the same bush, just on the other side of the bush.
Oh yeah.
I mean, but he hit it kind of high up.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times as soon as it breaks the surface, it'll just never even settle. It'll just...
Got another one? He said he got me. All right, we're gonna follow William around for a little while and watch him work. Cause his stringer, I've gotten about 2 bites and he's gotten about 12 bites. So that's much better television. Huh?
This is one of those bushes where if you get one on, most of the time you don't get to see them no more. You just get the feeling cool and rack you up. You go, man, that was cool.
Right.
The trick, like I say, is to not ever reach over a limb, and this is a scenario where
Kind of have to.
you kind of have to. That's right. So it's real hard to get them up. We'll go around this thing and get the sun where it's not just like beaming right into your...
Yeah. It's all right.
As we go, I guess I should pick up all the opportunistic stuff. So it's an instantaneous deal. If there's a fish there and you drop in, you get bit. You saw that.
Yeah.
So you cover water real fast. You just in and out. I drop my jig down once it hits or not bottom, but the bottom of my line. Bottom of my line I got out. Just pick it up, check it with my fingers one time. See if there's any weight. Get the old
Boom. Just like that.
Just like that, man. Nothing to it, bro. You cheat on that old chicken. Chicken for breakfast. It's late in the year. That's a pretty nice fish, and that was a real nice fish. The rest of them are all just kind of normal, like 13-inch type fish, which is normal for us. I know that's big for a lot of places in the country. I'm not taking away from the fish, but normally I'm done doing this by now, and I'm back out in the lake and all that. But I mean, it's still, you can do this all the way into May. You just start catching a lot of those smaller type fish than what we're used to. So, like anything else, you get...
How much line do you have out on the end of that rod? About 12 inches?
Like total?
Yeah, like...
Probably got 12, and I'm...
Let's put it next to it. Let's see. Just let it out. Yeah, about the same.
Yours is a little bit longer than mine, though. Yeah, you passed up on that one. That's good.
It's a PG rated show.
That's about as dirty as I'll get, dude. I normally don't crack an inappropriate joke unless I really like somebody.
Oh, that's good.
I must be enjoying our morning.
I'm just trying to prevent that 47-1 prediction.
Well, you have one.
Yeah. So it's only up from there.
Well, it's weird this morning. Like I said, I've missed more fish already this morning than I typically miss in an entire day. And
yeah, I've missed 3.
I've literally fished clean doing this. Caught 25 for 25. So they're like so mega aggressive. It's almost like they're just headbutting it. Because 2 of them I seen come unhooked were hooked underneath the face.
Yeah, where they're
like just hooked right in the eye.
Yeah, they're mad, you know. They're
So these males are just up here. And carp are spawning. There's a lot going on. And
see my little Leon Lonely Crappie, and he's got all their big brothers.
you got them all. Yeah. We're going. We'll get to some good stuff again here. Or traditionally good stuff. This morning has been so strange because nothing that's typically good has been good, I guess.
Pretty much.
If I see somewhere I want to really get deep, I just started fishing from the outside, and I fish it outside in, which, I mean, sounds like it makes a lot of sense because
Yeah.
but a lot of people don't do it. They'll just run right up there and stick their rod.
Well, you don't want to pull that. Them, it could be 2 fish on the way to that spot, and you spook them out when you're wrestling with the one that's real back, you know, far back there.
Yeah, or step on them trying to get to the one that's way back here.
Boy, that sure looked like there should have been a fish in there.
Oh no. And normally, there is. So, it's just one of those weird time of year, weird days. Gosh, yeah, this is just not stuff that normally you can work through and not put fish on the string. Gosh, speaking of working through, I can't even get in there to try along.
How far do you think these fish are coming to hit these baits? Or are you having to put it right in front of there?
Yeah, you gotta hit them. I mean, you can test that theory by like if you get bit in a spot and it's way up in there, it's a real tight little hole. You come out and you can drop all around it and not get bit again, and then go back in that exact little spot and bang. Like I know where there's a fish on this bush over here. We can walk right back by it, and I guarantee you I can drop in there and catch it. I missed it 3 times and it wouldn't bite again, but you give it just a second to bite again. I may not be able to catch it. I don't know what it's doing. It was biting real funny. Like
Maybe he wants his paradise stump bug
that's
instead.
probably what it is, which is my go-to color. I just happened to have a chicken on this one from the other day when I was fishing deeper, and it's like, huh, so I'm trying it.
You ever catch any big females doing this?
Yeah, one of the 3-pounders I caught in 2016, I caught lady. So it's actually still the biggest fish I've ever caught. Got 1, 2, 3. I've got 4 now that were just over 3, and then that one is a real nice fish. I caught 3 3-pounders and 16 off of beds. 2 of them were black crappies. I caught sight fishing for them, which was really cool. I caught them about 30 foot apart. And then about a week later, at my house here on Palestine, I just walked down from my house and didn't walk maybe 50 yards of bank, and I caught that one really big fish. A really big one, you know.
Yeah.
In the 320s is.
That's big fish
around
anywhere.
Here, especially is
It's
not.
big fish anywhere.
Yeah. We catch tons and tons of big fish every year, and to catch a 3-pounder is like catching a unicorn. Even now with live scope and everybody that's proficient with it and around the lake that catches big fish, you still ain't seeing that many 3-pounders come out. But the deal is like, oh, you got one?
Oh, I got off.
That was a real big one.
But I didn't feel the thump. I felt weight.
There's definitely some weird stuff going on.
Now we're good. Now we're live.
All right. Well, we had some really good footage.
I know. me losing one, you catching one,
It's all
whatever.
good. So we're just going to talk about the equipment we're using. We're using high-vis bonehead braid. This is 12 pound. It's really good stuff in these bushes. The reason I use high-vis is because when you're stretched out and your stuff's 12 foot away from you and you go to drop it and it goes like that and sits with slack, a lot of times that's a fish. If you can't see it, then you don't know you got one. He's going to spin some circles and you'll never get to see him. It's just an 1/8 ounce jig head, and we're using something, you know, real bright colored. I got chicken on, you got paradise, which is my go-to 90% of the time. You know, people see me using that. You know, we talked about effects on these fish and stuff like that during that clip, and when they get here and all that.
Yeah, we got shad spawning in these bushes, which we think might be contributing to how the bite is.
Yeah, it's making them, you know, be kind of weird. A lot of them are just headbutting it, and we're hooking them under the face and the side of the head and everywhere else.
We're catching mainly males. Here's a couple I got. I'll show you. William's got some really nice ones on here. You can tell who the professional is.
They're just kind of picking around.
We've hooked onto a lot of fish and just couldn't get them out the water. You know, these trees are pretty gnarly, and you know, you have to pull fish over bushes and get them in and out of here. And
I know we had at least one good fish clip earlier where we was talking and caught one.
yeah, we got, but no, it's just right over here.
There.
Yeah.
Now we was talking about the best time. Dane asked when's the best time. It says when they first pull up, which is not when the dogwoods bloom. It's not when the water hits 62 degrees. It's when the water's at least in the 50s.
Yep.
And I mean anywhere in it. And we've got at least 11 hours of daylight right here where we are in East Texas, our relation to the equator. So it's no different than a chicken laying eggs or plants germinating or deer rutting. I mean, it all.
Well, let's see if I can.
I'll let you jump around in there.
He counts.
Yeah, he's a keeper.
He'll make
11 inches
he'll make,
instead of a 15 inch.
he'll make a sandwich.
One time in 15, 16 years of doing this, have I caught a fish that was too short.
Really?
Yeah, it's just the age class of fish that's up here doing this is, you know, basically adult fish, so you catch
Yeah.
adult size fish. Man, those first waves that move up, that is one of those old wives' tale type things that is true, is when they talk about that first wave of fish being the biggest, it really is. Like, it's crazy. And again, look back at some of my photos from like early February, the whole month of February, and you'll see, I mean, average fish will be 13, 14 inches and have, you know, 15-inch male fish on there. Crazy fish.
You got him another one.
You know, I guess I could, just one more thing about why we're using what we're using, is that stump bug, when you drop it, it goes straight down, falls, and just sits there unless you move it. Or if you drop anything that's got more of a contour to it, you know what I'm saying, it'll meander as it falls. We're dropping it in like really tight places. It's full of sticks and grass and briars and cover. And if that bait moves around when you drop it, you stay hung up. So having something that'll go straight down, get right in their face, and be effective means a lot.
Makes sense. That makes sense.
People think I use the equipment I use because sponsorships and stuff like that. No, I mean, am I blessed to be sponsored by them? Yes, but if it was junk and it didn't work, I'd fire it and go get something else because I'm blessed enough to have that option as well. So I use super quality equipment because it's available, and I mean, I recommend it to everybody because it's gonna work for them too. It's literally the best stuff. Not to say other stuff won't work, it will.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
As well for me and millions of things catch fish while there's so much of it on the market.
There you go. And then after you catch one, you just hit it again. Beep, beep, but it's going. It's rolling now.
All right, man. Am I beautiful?
Maybe, yeah. I think the GoPro's bad luck. My fish are all camera shy.
That's right. Well, now you ought to start smacking them.
Right.
This is one of the few places I consistently see a gator. Never seen a real big one, but oh, I saw that fish come up and eat. Wow, that was cool.
Did you see her come up and get it?
Yeah, she ate it on top of the water.
She'd probably be on camera too.
Got it all the way down to her crushers. That was awesome. That would be a really cool shot. Y'all went to pick it up over a limb. It was inches off my rod tip. She come up and rolled on it. So that might be the big fish of the day too. Another little old hen up there getting the rest of them eggs going.
First camera day that I have.
Monster. There's your 2-pound male fish. Oh, wow. Holy cow. What a big old male.
Let me get a picture.
Dang, I wish you'd have caught him.
It's alright.
Dadgum.
Yeah, that's a nice fish.
Man.
It don't matter who caught him, he got caught. Action! Alright guys, we're wrapping up our wade trip on Lake Palestine with William Oliver of William Oliver Outdoors. He put a whooping on him. I pretty much spectated today. He taught me a lot, learned a lot. Very cool. I think I caught 2 and lost 10 or 12. And William caught, you know what, I'm just going to show him what you were able to do today. Look at that. Crappie backpack. We got big females, we got big males. Caught a few females laying eggs, but a lot of males. Let's talk a little bit about what we were doing. We talked a little earlier about just our hardware and our tackle, but kind of what was the pattern, you know, what were we doing today that kind of break it down for folks watching at home that may want to try this at home. Sure. On their lake. You know, they don't live near Lake Palestine and they want to do this anywhere in the U.S.
So it was definitely a little slower than it normally is for a couple of reasons. We're not as high water level as I like it. The water's a little cleaner than I like it, and it's way later in the year than what y'all normally see me wade fishing. You can continue to catch fish all the way into May, but mostly I'm a February, March guy. By the time April hits, I'm back out on the main lake, you know, doing what you see us do day in and day out there. So. But I still like to get out here and walk around and pick at them. With the water being down a little bit, we weren't up in the woods where I normally like to fish, especially on flood conditions. We're just fishing button willows on the outer edge. Fish were really scattered. We never caught more than 3 or 4 off of one really good bush. Most of the time it was one here or one there with 50 bushes in between without getting bit. So, fish were biting really funny today. You know, out of 25, I probably missed another 25 or 30. A lot of them were hooked on the outside of the face that come off. It's like they're just running up, just headbutting it and smoking and trying to get it out of there. So, but for a strange day, we were still successful. We hadn't been out here that long. I know Dane's got to get back in and handle some business, and I got fish to clean. So.
Hey, so if someone wants to book a trip or get with you on Lake Palestine, how can they get a hold of you? You know, phone number, website?
Yeah, so I really don't promote. Tommy Ezel taught me into doing a Facebook page called William Oliver Outdoors. Anybody's welcome to join that, as long as you're not a butthole, because I'll absolutely ask you to leave. I'm a no-nonsense guy. I'm a really nice guy, but I don't put up with nonsense. So.
He just tolerates me, that's it.
Yeah, I actually really like Dane. Dane's been very good to me. So, but my phone number is 903-515-0036. It's plastered all over the internet. I'm active on a few of the different forums. I post about a third of my trips, but you can search my name on any forum just about and find reports. We try to actually share information and put out helpful stuff. I stay pretty booked up, but I run 2 trips a day almost every day, so usually I can get somebody in a timely fashion. So, and I welcome anybody, women, kids, older people. I can facilitate most anything.
Thanks, man. And just so everyone knows, there's about a 2 or 3 year waiting list to do this kind of trip.
Yeah, wade trips about 3 years, right?
Yeah. So, and it's definitely something I can say you need to be in good shape physically. You have to climb in and out of the boat, and you're stepping in holes. And you know, one interesting thing I want to bring up, and I think I talked about it a little bit, but it's the how do I say this? Just everyone says, hey, crappie want a hard bottom. Everyone look for hard bottom.
Sure,
look for hard bottom.
absolutely not true.
I can say, and we talked about this from my first time waiting for crappie, they're not spawning on a hard bottom. At some point, I mean, sometimes you're stepping in holes and it's muddy and just spongy on the bottom. It's not very hard. And, you know, the fish are on the cover, on the wood, they're on stumps. You know, they're laying their eggs there. But as far as the bottom, don't get too caught up in hard bottom, gravel, clay. I mean, because we've been walking in mud. I mean, we leave a trail of mud all day, and you see, you know, you can see just, I'll show you these fish laid out.
They just need something hard. It doesn't have to be the bottom. They can have a limb or a root ball, anything. I mean, don't get caught up in a lot of the things that you've heard over the years, you know. I started doing this when we reach 11 hours of daylight. I'm not waiting for the water to hit 62. I dang sure ain't waiting for the trees to bloom. You know, it doesn't take that. It takes fairly stable conditions and daylight hours. I'm not saying females are going to be up there throwing roe, but you'll have males up there definitely thinking about it. And I mean, first part of February, I can't count the times we've caught females actually throwing roe up here on the bank. So.
And that's early, but you know, like you said, it's more about moon and daylight than the temperature.
And it's where we're at too, in relation to these places.
Well, hey man, I appreciate you taking me out today. I learned a lot, man, and I hopefully the folks at home can learn a lot from this too. And you know, like I said, don't get afraid to get out there and just stick your rod in the bushes. Getting them to bite is not as hard as getting them out. So I wasn't really needing to keep fish today, so I don't feel too bad that I got smoked. He told me an average ratio was 47-1, and I think we're at 25-2. So I did pretty good.
You're definitely better than the average person.
I did pretty good. I'll be ready next year. Next year I'm going to practice. This year I'll be ready. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in.